Hey there, are you a network marketer that wants to improve your communication skills? I've got 3 points that you can implement today that I really hope will help. I mean, I went to the very top, number one international earner in my network marketing company. I really don't feel I could have done that without improving my communication skills. So if right now you're kind of frustrated, you feel like I could have signed that person up if I'd have done a better job communicating, or maybe you just want to get and fulfill your potential, I hope that what I'm about to share with you will really, really help you. So let's just dive in. Number one, I would ask you this. In terms of your communication, are you fully sold on what you're selling? Let me explain that. Early on when I came into network marketing, I was literally just like, just go tell people how much money they can make, Richard. Go show them the comp plan. Go show them all these success stories. Just sign them up, get them in the team. I was like, but I haven't made any money myself yet. Don't worry about that. These people have made money. Just trust it and go with it. I'm not that kind of guy. You know what I mean? I felt uneasy. I felt a bit like a fraud, sitting in front of somebody and telling them how good something was. And I didn't really fully believe that yet myself. And so what I would say is sometimes going a little bit slower actually allows you to go quicker. So if you can pause in your business and generate a result, now it doesn't have to be a financial one, it could just be consuming the product and getting a benefit there. If you can then speak to people about that result, I feel that for a lot of people, that would be a huge improvement in their desire to communicate. Because I don't want to give you a bunch of skills, but then you have zero desire to use them because you don't feel comfortable about what you're talking about. So hopefully that first point alone may be something that really allows you to be like, yeah, I would be more confident and clear what I'm talking about if I had a result to actually talk about myself. Hopefully that's good advice. Number two, what you want to do is, this is an easy win. If it's more like, if it was, say, DMs, you could sign up to somebody's email list. If it was speech, you could maybe subscribe to their podcast or YouTube. The reason you would do that is, typically, as human beings, we mimic people we spend a lot of time with. And so if you can find some people who have a communication style that you aspire to be more like, it would make sense to subscribe to them in some way or form. Because if you're surrounding yourself and consuming their content, chances are over time you will start to mimic some of their patterns of communication. It just starts to happen. You'll find this with the people you spend a lot of time with now, right? Find yourself saying similar things or in a similar way. And so that would be my point number two. An easy way for you to do that, either in the car or, you can just use audios a lot of the time. Don't even need to put time into this. Just find someone you aspire to communicate like and consume their content. And then number three, this is a really good one. I know I've given you different points here. A lot of people just give you scripts, but I don't like that. I feel it's too rigid and you end up sounding like a cold caller. I'd rather give you a concept that you can take and use, and whatever scripts you use will make you a better communicator. I hope this is a good, different approach for you. And so the final point I would make is you've actually got to have an interest in the prospect. I know, right? When I came into this industry, I was really struggling financially. And so I was very focused. It's quite selfish when you're in that situation, right? You're just so blinkered to everything else. It's like, I just want to make the sale. And so I definitely carried that energy into a lot of my early communications with prospects. And that's not a good energy, is it? Feeling like this is just about their benefit and not really yours. A prospect isn't going to like that. Their resistance is going to raise. And someone with high resistance and uncertainty is not going to buy. And so you can't help them and you can't help yourself. And so what I would say is, if you actually think about, okay, is this really a good decision for them? Is this a good fit for your prospect? Do you expect that they can get the results that they're expecting? Have you been clear about the demands and the requirements and whatever needs to happen to get the result? And so you can ask questions. If I give you some examples such as, what would success look like for you by consuming this product or 90 days after joining this business? What kind of time have you got available to build this? Or if it's the product, will you be consistent with, using this product? And you can just really these questions start to come to you when you're genuinely almost interviewing them and whether you actually want to sign them up or not. It's a very different energy. Well, let me see if this is actually for you before I kind of let you in. That actually has people like, well, I want to get in. If you push something on somebody, they tend to push back. If you take a step back, leave it on the floor and go, I think that would be really great for you, but only if you want to take a look, it's instantly more interesting to them. So I think that is a really great way in our industry we could really hold ourselves accountable and say, okay, let's be a professional. Let's think more about their needs. Let's think more about their desires and their suitability and whether this is a fit for them. And if you bring that energy in and couple it to, these other 2 points I've given you, I think regardless of your scripts, I think hopefully even immediately in your next communication exchange, you could really elevate the quality of what you do and feel afterwards like, I did a much better job there. Was that helpful? Was that useful? I know there's a lot of training out there, but I feel sometimes it massively overlooks like the causes of these issues, and I like to try and fix things at the root so it's a permanent solution for you. I can never guarantee results, but I can guarantee I give you my best. And having been a rep successfully, it's from the field where I learned this stuff and generated my own results before teaching it to you. Anyway, I hope this finds you really, really well. I'll put some additional resources in the description area and I hope you find them useful. If you have any questions around this, if you found it was useful, I'd love a like and a comment just so I can do more on this topic. Or if you have a topic suggestion, let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to accommodate. As I always say, go create a day in a life that counts. Always have more desires than excuses. If you're a subscriber, I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Have a great day and bye for now.